Uh, oh man, yes. We are live and back in full effect for another episode of the APF podcast, episode 152. It is the most phenomenal man that has shocked the system, aka the coach.
And it's your boy going forward. Hope you guys are going to enjoy your Saturday. You know, I'm enjoying myself after last night's epic Game 4 win. That's why we're here. Talk about this Game 4 win by the Warriors, winning
No, no, we
107-97,
not.
doing
No, we not.
what the Warriors do.
No, no, we. That's not what we here for. Also, but I'm gonna let you do you. I'm
Okay.
gonna just let you do you, man.
Of course.
'Cause
Might as well.
choked.
I mean, my team won. You know, your team is garbage. But back to
Right.
real teams. You know, Steph Curry again showing you why he's a top 10 player of all time, no matter what. 43 points, 10 rebounds, couple of assists, doing what Steph Curry does in the clutch, making big baskets. But more importantly, Steve Kerr did his job, which is when Draymond Green was not playing well, you took him out with about 7 minutes left in the fourth, brought in Looney, who was playing better, brought in Jordan, who was playing better, and we were able to, take a nice, decent lead and bring Draymond back in. And he made a couple, you know, big plays. But the biggest play was Steph Curry hitting that three, up by three to make it up by six, and effectively ending the game. You know, Golden State did a good job of stopping the drives when we need to stop some drives. That's why they took so many threes. Took a lot of threes because they couldn't drive anymore. Shut that water off. And I was very, very happy about that. Because throughout the entire game and throughout the series, Boston has been able to just drive, drive, drive. And I said, hey, if Steph can just not be in a lot of foul trouble, they won't be able to get to the basket easier, be able to hunt him as they hunted him last game. And he was in foul trouble, so he was able to actually defend. They wouldn't, just continue to hunt Steph Curry and force help. And so that was good. They forced Jason Tatum to, score 22 points on 23 shots, which is no good. I think Jalen Brown was kind of around the same efficiency, 20 points, 20 shots.
Yeah,
Um,
he was 9 for 19 with 21
Now, yeah,
points.
so almost that kind of that's not good efficiency, obviously, but they did a good job of holding those two down, and they did a way better job rebounding, bringing in Looney, playing Looney more minutes. He was really able to hamper the Celtics getting those second chance points like they got last game. The Warriors won the rebounding battle 55-42, so that was really good. Um, and Wiggins has 17 points, 16 rebounds. So he was really, really impactful. And he kind of had to be with that moving Otto Porter into the starting lineup, probably for defensive purposes. For defensive purposes. Now, did I think he did a better job than Looney? Probably not. They most likely brought him in there to space the floor. That's really what they brought him in there for. But in terms of rebounding and everything, not really. He didn't really do much in his minutes that he played, anyways, which is why he didn't get much playing time later in the game. So that was interesting. But I just hope that people can stop saying Steph Curry ain't clutch. Steph Curry ain't clutch. Steph Curry is clutch. This is probably the best game he's played in the finals because he actually won this game. Now, this game will be even more remembered if they win the series. But currently, right now, he is looking like a top 10 all time player. He's looking like the best player in the NBA. Because unlike Giannis, when he scored his large points, unlike other guys, he actually won the game. And he scores points, made sense. Now, you know me, Skip Bayless. I like Skip Bayless, but he has this hatred for Steph because LeBron.
He's delusional. He is
Yes,
delusional.
he is very delusional because he blames Steph for LeBron getting 3-1 and then saying he's the GOAT, all that stuff. Let's all be honest. If he wins, if Steph wins, Skip isn't as hard on Steph as he is now. He says Steph has never had a big moment, never played one in the finals, which is just a categorical falsehood. Steph Curry's top 10 all time in finals average scoring. Don't know how you get that without being clutch or good. But he's probably he went on Twitter and said, well, Klay Thompson hit the big shot to put them up one. And I'm like, Who made him get that big shot to get them up one late in the fourth quarter? Steph Curry. Because you had Tatum Brown looking at Steph, dribbling around, and Klay Thompson just running in the background, getting getting that Clay pull, which is you catch and shoot. You don't bring it down. You don't do anything. You just catch and shoot, eye level. And so that's how that shot happened. But he cannot deny Steph Curry closed the game out, making free throws, shooting 3 pointers. He was amazing. The Warriors played a far better defensive game. They're able to hold them to under 100 points, and I believe have found a little bit of a blueprint. Now they're going to need. Now Steph's going to need some more help. Okay, you can't have 18 points, 17 points. Those guys are going to up that to 20, 25 because Boston's going to do something to stop those threes that Steph is shooting. They're going to have to change their defense. You cannot go over the screen every time because Steph is more than willing to shoot that three, knowing that you're not going to hit his hand. If you do, it's a foul anyways. So they're going to have to change their defense, their pick and roll defense. Maybe blitz him a little bit, as you know, run two guys hard, force the ball out of his hand. And also probably try to. Yeah, that's pretty much what they have to do. I mean, the rest of them haven't played well, so you shouldn't be worried about them. But if you go too much at Steph, leave Clay, leave Wiggins open. I'm just saying those guys can start to get hot as well. So yeah, that's all I got for right now. Let me give it to my co-host to let him get his own thoughts as well.
Bro, you should. I'm trying to do so much shit. Let me turn this off.
Yeah.
Nobody played for Boston at all. It was just eight. It was just eight versus like what did you call it? 5. It was an 8v9, bro. They did not go deep in their bench at all.
I mean, they play a little bit. They don't. Yeah, I mean, you really shouldn't be going more than maybe 9 players, anyways. You know, that's just the truth. You usually at this point is 8 to 9 guys that you really trust, and in the games of real magnitude, maybe move more like set like 2 guys off the bench and your starters. So I'm not surprised that they may have shortened their rotation like Golden State did as well.
Now I noticed that both teams turned the ball over very high this game also, but but they did Boston did lose, and they were like the first team to lose with less turnovers, and
I think they had
they had like 15 turnovers, and Golden State had 16.
I saw what's it called the Golden. I saw that they both had 16 turnovers. That's what I was trying to say. I think they had 16 both. Either way, they turned the ball over a lot. That's what we're saying.
I mean, I'm seeing it. I saw 15, but hey.
Well, I remember on ESPN it was 16. If it's 15, 16, either way, they turned the ball over way too much, as you were saying.
Yeah, they still turn the ball over way too much, and that's really what makes the difference in games is ball control. Can you not only have good ball control from both sides, and can you also not so much as distribute the ball with the field goals attempted, because Boston had their guys at least shoot 15, which is what happened with Phoenix when only one person was shooting like under like 10 shots a game. At least these guys are shooting the ball because they have to shoot the ball, because those are the 3 guys that are going to put the ball in the hoop any way possible. Look what happened with the Phoenix Suns. Chris Paul was like one of the 3 main guys on the squad. What did he do? He shot the ball like less than 10 times, and he's like one of the main guys that can score. But he's such a point guard that he chooses to not score. Versus these teams, you're gonna have like at least 3 people shoot the ball, and Curry, he's a point guard and he's gonna shoot the ball still. Even though he's more of like a shoot first, pass second type of guy, but he's still, he can do a little bit of everything. And I mean, No, we can sit here and talk about shot selection, but it's just gonna happen. You're gonna see some bad shots being taken, and you're gonna see people go on cold streaks, and you're gonna see people actually hit their shots late in the game. That's what really matters. I mean, you can be like 1 for 10 and finish like 11 for 20 and make like your next 10 shots. Like you can start off bad and then you can end up good, end up good, because that's what matters. Now if you shoot like if you like Jason Tatum, you shoot like what 3 for 17 or something throughout the whole game, then yeah, that's uh that's different. But if you start for 3 for 17 and then you make like your next like 10, 10 12 shots, and that's different. So I mean at this point, I'm going with the Warriors this time. I mean,
Yeah, you
if
see the error of your ways, so that's good.
well, I see not no, I don't see the error in my ways. I thought Boston had it, which they did, but they decided to fumble the bag and let the
We took
Golden
that
State
back. We took it from him. We took it from him.
and yes, y'all spam the ball. Y'all spam your way there, but we're not going to talk about that.
Yeah, of course, we spam. We ain't spam nothing. We ain't no spammers.
7 out of 14, 4 out of 10, uh, 2 out of 7, 2 out of 6. That to me does not. It don't look like spam, but like almost half of your damn shots were threes. Come on now.
Well, when you have a shot blocker like Robert Williams in the middle of the paint, it's probably better to shoot those many threes, many twos. That is the offense of the Warriors, but they do like to go inside. But it's kind of hard when you've got a guy like Robert Williams who can guard, who can block
Y'all got
everything.
Draymond Green. Yeah, he can kick his way there.
Oh, stop it! He hasn't done that in years. But
Well,
look, man, it was an impressive game by Steph. He carried. He did the LeBron. Now he really showed out in this game, and I'm just happy that this series is continuing. And look, Golden State is, I think, going to win Game 5. They're going to come in with the same level of desperation they came in with this game. They have to expect Boston to play a lot better, but the difference is Boston's not at home, they're on the road. And I don't care what anybody says. You're on the road, you're not going to be as good as you were at home. Plus, Golden State is going to probably play Looney a lot more minutes, which is going to help deal with Robert Williams. Robert Williams was not as effective on the glass as he was last game because you played Kevon Looney a lot more minutes. Draymond Green, he's got to play better. But I'll be honest, I'm not that. We don't think we need him that much. I more want him to get the rebounds, assists, and steals, and play defense. His score. If he's open, take the shot. Obviously, that's not difficult. Don't Ben Simmons. Don't think about shoot that shot. Practice shooting tomorrow when you get back home. Shoot whatever shots you believe are going to be open for you in the game and be ready. There's no bad shot if you're open because you need to shoot to keep the other team honest. And you start making that shot, it's going to change the entire game. So that's what I hope he can continue to do. Um, Andrew Wiggins is showing why we need to keep him past this year because look, man, he was incredible yesterday, giving you 17 points, efficient 17 points, 16 rebounds, and defending Tatum, Brown. I mean, he did it all yesterday. He had key putbacks in the fourth quarter to keep the game close. He's just showing why he was number one overall pick and why the Golden State has made the best trade, only second to Drew Holiday for the Bucks, because both trades could lead them to actually winning championships, but also could lead those teams to becoming the top echelon teams. So shouts out to Andrew Wiggins. Klay Thompson again when we needed him. Fourth quarter, he came through. He made the open shots he makes all the time, and that's all I want from him. You know, Nothing else, nothing more. Just want him to make important shots and continue to shoot well. So yeah,
well, I mean, well, we can only tell if they shoot well, but we all know, we know damn well that that's not going to happen, and that we're going to see these 15 plus shots with five makes, and from both sides. I mean, this series is like, I mean, Warriors got like some guys that can shoot, but that was that squeaking was. Let's see. Oh, man, come on. What's up, man?
I'm back. Sorry about that.
So we're gonna do part two, man. So part two, since we got some time, uh, let's uh let's look at some of these some of these charges that are here.
Mm-hmm.
So as you can see, we have offenses involving fraud, possession of band notes, of small band notes, is like 0 months and $0. Mean now I don't know how you because band of notes have like a $250 value per band of note, and you don't even get fined. And a misdemeanor of tax evasion. I don't know how you would do tax evasion.
That's just not paying your taxes. It's like, yeah, it's basically you're just trying to evade to pay your taxes. That's why you see, Todd Chrisley and the Chrisley family, right?
Yeah.
They're going to jail for tax evasion.
Oh, he's going to jail.
Yeah, he's going to jail for tax evasion. Yeah, that's a federal crime.
Damn.
Remember, because you're trying to not pay taxes to the government. So if they find you guilty of tax evasion, that's a federal crime. That should have something. I don't even know how anybody. I don't even know how you get tax evasion in GTARP anyways, because I don't even know if they really pay taxes.
The thing is, I've never heard of anybody in that server getting tax evasion, and it's really hard. It's really hard to do. It's really hard to do tax evasion if you just forget, or if you're like a business owner who owns a business and then just abandons that business for like a couple months and just doesn't come back. Then you would probably get like tax evasion. If you're like CEOs and COOs don't do it for you, then you would probably get tax evasion. But in the vehicle registration fraud, that one is that one's very vague, meaning that you can put a fake plate. Like people do this all the time in the game. They put fake plates on their car, and so the cop runs the plate, and then it doesn't match the person. It doesn't match the name, obviously because it's fake plate. So people have gotten warrants because of this shit. And to me, vehicle registration fraud is like is not because not because you put a fake plate. It should be because you have the car and you basically create some fake vehicle registration information and give it to the cops, give it to a cop, and then they try to run the information and it's not coming back, and then that is what vehicle registration fraud is. Now, how they get you is that you put a fake plate. They should not be doing that, but they do anyway. And
yeah, because they don't get they don't get any time in jail, don't they?
no, it's on your screen. It's 21 months.
Oh wow, they get 21 months, which is however many minutes, 21, however many minutes that is.
Yeah, it's 21 minutes.
Oh, okay, it's 21 minutes. I mean, yeah, I mean that's fine. Impersonating a police officer. I mean, wouldn't that be more than 21 months?
Money laundering is like people do it all the time. And then really. I mean, you really have to sit there and like actually like subpoena bank records and actually get proof that you have to take your time to catch somebody doing money laundering and
Yeah, as you should. It's a very serious crime, and you cannot just accuse people of being money launderers. You have to have reason and proof and everything. So that makes perfect sense about why it's a time consuming process. Tax evasion is also a very time consuming process. You have to prove that they evaded taxes and that they what they would call it, that they willingly and knowingly try to evade to pay their taxes. Just like fraud, fraud is knowingly willingly committing fraud. So those things that take time to do. But vehicle registration is probably easy because if you just registered that plate with the city's their DPS or their driving body, you wouldn't get it. But people ain't trying to do all that. So yeah.
bro, stalking is 7 months. How do
Stalking.
you even catch? Well, actually, no. You can actually catch someone. You can actually catch somebody easily doing stalking.
Yeah,
Actually,
I mean, you,
actually, no, no, no. It's really that one is also that one's also a challenge to get catch somebody stalking because you would have to get like obviously you have to get proof that person is stalking somebody, and you'd have to get like text messages. You have to
yeah,
subpoena phone and to get proof, get like visible proof that this person is stalking somebody. So I mean, harassment. Well, that's everybody. Everybody does harassment. Nobody gets charged that. Disturbing the peace. This is very vague because if you're in a chase, you're disturbing the peace. To be honest, I mean,
well then yeah,
if
then they should be charged.
that should be there, but not a lot, not nobody really does that because if you that would be a charge for everybody. After being, but then after because of robbery of financial institution, it's all slapped together. So that's why you don't get that charge. Because the robbery of financial institution is a bundle of charges.
Yeah.
Uh, now, did we talk about? Oh,
Uh, yeah.
well,
Well, Jesus, illegal. Oh, this is about blood drug. Number one,
oh no,
there should be no felony possession of marijuana. That should be removed because marijuana is legal in is legal where the server is
what?
legal where the server is. Their
Okay, yeah,
server is supposed to be in California. California, marijuana is legal, so that charge should be gone. The other charges
actually,
that
so you have to have if you have more than 13 joints and more than 14 and more than
bro, I mean, people be growing
there's
farms
a
in
certain amount of
California.
oxy that you need to have over to be caught as like selling drugs or something.
Yo, man, like they don't even charge for that anymore in California. People fucking own farms of this shit. People are in possession of farm of a crazy amount of marijuana. Now on their person, can they really get them? I don't think they do in California. So that's why I think that law should be gone. Because they really shouldn't be trying to get people for that. People smoke so much. I don't know why they do that one. So that's the only one I think there that should be. Now, drug trafficking should be something. Human trafficking should be something. That's stupid. And prostitution is 70 months, but you're telling me that you're not going to get anybody for human trafficking or drug trafficking?
Bro,
What does that even mean?
no, like gun trafficking is a thing, but gun trafficking is a thing, but drug and human is not a isn't has no months. You don't get
Yeah,
fined
that's
at
no
all.
fair. Yeah, that's so stupid.
Illegal illegal exhumation. What does that even
Have
mean?
you seen anybody do human trafficking in GTRP?
Uh, actually, no,
That's what I'm about to say.
no.
Everyone. I just have a hard time believing that they
I mean,
can.
I see people do drug trafficking all the time because he's selling
Well,
weed
yeah,
boxes.
that's easier to do. But I mean, to to drug traffic, I mean, you have to go get people who are like really low income, or usually human trafficking are people who they call illegals, or and
No,
stuff like that.
what is human trafficking is?
Human
'Cause I
trafficking
think
is that basically, it's basically the modern day slavery. So you basically move the person from like state to state, country to country to do different kinds of jobs, and you keep them locked up. You don't really give them any rights. It's like what slavery used to be, which was, you own this, basically own the person, and they have no rights and no person.
well, I mean,
Um,
I've seen the chief of police Sam Bass waterboard a cat. So
Probably that's probably not waterboarding, but
I know
I'm
he
sorry.
did. No, he went to jail for waterboarding a cat.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's waterboarding, but yeah, human trafficking is just moving people without over their will. That's what human trafficking is, taking them against their will. It's like if somebody came to this house now, took you and put you in into human trafficking, so they move you across the country and you doing all kinds of crazy things. Mostly women do, where they're doing favors and intimate things with guys across the world, and they're getting trafficked, that kind of thing.
Oh, so illegal exhumation is basically you remove a
Human
dead
body,
body.
yeah,
Yeah, you removing a dead body. I was like, what?
which
You
has
can
0 months, but felony possession of human remains has 30 months.
people do illegal exhumation all the time in that game. They
Yeah,
literally do it every day.
that's what I'm saying. Honestly, like their police, like obviously doesn't want to do their job because they would have to get more police if they actually put charges on some of these things.
Bro, they literally have like almost like 200 cops in that server.
And
No,
they
no,
don't.
they actually no. Let me correct myself. They have like 60 freaking cops on that server out of like 200 or something.
But how
Out
many
of like a
people in the
thousand.
how many population on that server?
I think it's like 200 people.
Then how you can't get out? Then why are whatever, man?
It's a
People
whole limit.
exhume.
It's a whole limit thing.
Yeah, that's the limit. It's just like you telling me you can't get. You only have 200 people, and you're telling me you don't want to charge these people exhuming illegal people, removing bodies and stuff. Eventually, charge them enough, they're gonna stop doing that stuff, man. You gotta
Okay,
have something there.
okay. So this is if you see on your screen, this is what I was talking about earlier. Like basically stealing anything that has to do with first degree robbery, like those type of things. And
Hmm.
like I was saying, like robbery of a financial institution. That's basically you rob a Fleeca, you rob a Polito, you rob the casino, or you rob the vault. You get robbery of financial institution, and you get you don't get possession of dirty money in the first degree because that's tied into the charge of robbery of financial institution. Now, the only time you do get possession of dirty money, is if you have dirty bags on you, and which is basically if you go rob a Fleeca, you escape the Fleeca, and then you have dirty bags on you, and the cop sees dirty bags on you. That's when you get possession of dirty money.
Oh, okay.
So, and people, and you could literally get 80 months already just off of robbery, the financial institution, and possession of dirty money, which is like would be 81 months. But they don't do that because that's already tied into the charge.
Hmm.
No, I mean,
Okay.
people, like I said, some of these people do this theft of aircraft, theft of commercial aircraft all the time. Grand Theft Auto, leaving without paying. If you run from a traffic stop and they don't bill you, that's a charge, but they don't charge you that. Like some of these possession of dirty money is second degree. I don't know how that's 12 months, but okay. Uh, Possession of contraband. Um, I've only seen it a handful of times, but I don't really know. I think probably you have a gun in jail is when you possess is contraband in second degree,
Hmm.
but uh, first degree robbery. I don't know how you get that. I mean, that's probably tied into that's probably might be for businesses. If you steal money out of the safe, that's probably first degree robbery. Or like some of these charges are like so vague, like grand theft. Why is grand theft over there? It should be just grand theft auto. That should be taken out. Leaving it without
Yeah,
paying, nobody charges you. Like every time I see people run from a traffic stop, nobody ever gets leaving without paying charge. Nobody. That should, or if somebody runs from court, they don't get this charge. You don't even put it on. You don't even put it out there as a warrant. Now, me, I'm not. It may sound like I want these cops to do their job. I mean, they're supposed to do their job without me saying anything, me wanting to. But at the same time, it's like when you see all this stuff, when I be watching this stuff like last year and look through quite a bit of different POVs, no, you see these charges and you're like, I've never seen anybody or I've never heard anybody get a charge. Like half of these screenshots I have, I literally don't see anybody get a charge at all. None. Let's see which one. Okay, so this is this is the good one right here. Uh, Contempt of court. That is it's basically on judge's discretion.
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I know that.
so like you see 0 months, that's a lie.
Oh,
Uh, yeah, like the judge can give you like 200 months and 50K fine
oh, wow.
because they obviously do that because they want you to shut the hell up in court. Obviously, when the court's in session, you got to be quiet and let the people up front talk so they can actually get a good understanding. Obviously, make the best call. Failure to appear. I've never seen that. Misuse. I've seen this one streamer called Whippy. He literally actually no him and XUC also like they abused X literally abused it to the point where they had to literally count through each and every 911 call. And it was like I think he did almost 1,000. I think he spammed that shit 1,000 times to the point where he broke the server. But he didn't get banned from using 911. But when Whippy did use 311, he got banned. So he can't use 311 ever until they unban him.
They're not gonna ban X. Yeah. They're not gonna ban the juicer.
No, they didn't, and he did like 800 times. He literally sat there as a computer, pressed that button 800 times. I can't do that. I'm sorry.
Yeah, he must have been really bored that day.
I mean, he was really tilted. He was getting tilted. What is this? Violating court order, conspiracy. I mean, people do conspiracy all the time. I mean, nobody gets fined with that. Embezzlement was, yeah, embezzlement. That's like taking money.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's like taking money out of state account or something. And you don't get 50 months and $7,500 fine. You get like if you take $1 million, you get fined $1 million.
Damn.
So which one?
Well, that's what I call a good law.
Which one did we? Okay, you're gonna enjoy this one. Look at this, bro. Oh my god. You see murder of a government employee?
Oh, what? 0 months for killing a government employee? What the hell? That's so stupid, man. That's so dumb. What the hell does that even mean? How can you How can you go out here and murder a government employee, get no months? Huh? They obviously don't care about their employees. They say, yeah, you can kill them. We don't care.
And the funny thing is, Lang Buddha, his son, killed an SDSO officer, and he got like 7 years in prison. With he got fined like 200 something thousand. He did in 7 years, and then he held up another cop, and then he got 5 more years in prison. So he's gonna be back in prison for another week. And for violating his parole, he had to basically he had to give up his Diablo GTR for like a month. So basically, the cops are going to abuse and use his car for a month, and he can't do nothing about it.
Well, that's what I'm talking about. So obviously, so actually, there is a charge. It's just that thing says 0.
Yeah, that's which is stupid, in my opinion. Why does that say 0?
Well,
Serial assault and killings.
because they
Zero.
never serial assaults and killings. That better have an actual charge.
I've never heard of anybody getting that. So
Well,
I think it's
then,
probably I think it's probably a charge that. Actually, no, I can't really say too much because it's never happened. So
yeah, I mean, it's true. It's never happened. So when it happens and they charge them and they get 0 months, I'm going to then become rich, get in their server and kill them all. So that I also get 0 months. Like, come on, man. That you can't go out here killing a bunch of people and expect to be like okay. Like nah. There's gotta be some problems.
which one was it? Which one was it? No, it's let me see. Oh yeah, look, terrorism.
Yeah, I remember that one. 0 months.
Yeah, terrorism actually got the charge, and they did nothing. Treason. I forgot what treason is because I don't do the charge, but and harboring.
Treason is
Oh yeah,
basically
harboring.
like okay. Oh, you can
What
go.
is treason? Okay,
No, I was just saying
harboring.
that.
Okay, I'll just go. Harboring and
Okay.
fugitive people actually people do that shit. Like Michael Simone is he's a wanted terrorist that he recently blew up the PBSO, the Pussy Boys Sheriff's Office, as people like to call it. It was funny for me, but people he's a wanted terrorist, and if they find him with somebody, then that person is probably going to get harboring a fugitive, which
As they
should be a
should.
charge. Which
Yes, they
should be a
should be.
charge, but it's not.
They should all be charged. You can't harbor no terrorists. I think you can get away with it.
And I seen possession of weapon attachments. That charge is that's a very tricky charge. That I've seen one video. I actually watched the whole little situation go down, and it was the charge directly did not say that the extended Uzi was illegal, but it was fun. It was funny because he was crying. He was crying about this. He was crying about that Uzi because he knew that it's going to be hard to get another one of those. It was funny to me, but at the same time, it was like it wasn't illegal because it's not written in the charge. It's not written in the description. So, this is not that one.
Hmm.
Uh, oh yeah, so we talked. Oh yeah, we already talked about attempted second degree murder, bro. How is second degree? Isn't first degree worse than second?
Yes, because first degree murder is that you intended to kill somebody. That's what we call it. That's why it's so much worse. But obviously in that game they don't do a great job of saying that.
But second degree murder is 300 months and 45K fine. How?
First degree murder should be worse than that already. It really just should be.
First degree should be like 400 with a 50.
Yeah,
50K.
450 to 500 months. I mean, you literally went to go kill somebody. That's what first degree murder is.
Well, you can attempt to do first degree and get 35. What is that?
Yeah, if you attempted, you tried but you failed. So, yeah, they give you a less fine, a less charge, funny enough, because of it. You failed to actually do what you wanted to do, so they give you a less charge. But to know that second degree murder is worse than first degree murder is literally a joke. I mean, it really shouldn't be like that. First degree murder, man, is one of the worst things imaginable, and you're telling me you're going to say second degree is even worse than that? Like, okay, whatever you say.
It's something, a high performance rental vehicle. 100 months, 100K fine. Jesus Christ. It's like a felony hit and run. Isn't that where you like? Isn't that what like you intended to kill somebody and then you just run off?
Yes. Yeah, pretty much. You premeditatedly I'm going to run you over with my expensive car, then you did, then you ran away, so you get charged. Yes, you are correct.
Oh, misuse of a high performance rental vehicle. Why is that shit? Why is that 100 months, 100K fine? What when it's 25 months, 10K fine?
That's interesting.
What? Improper window tint? I'm so done. I'm actually done.
That's animal misdemeanor of animal cruelty is only 7 months. So you're allowing people to just become
Oh
a
yeah,
bunch of
okay, yeah.
users.
So yeah, we have. So this is what I was talking about a couple of days ago. These are the natural resources charges.
Yeah.
Fishing without a license, criminal use of a gill net. You can literally use it. You can what you call it? You can take a protected fish and get charged more than hunting in an unregulated area. That's literally that literally makes no sense. And it's literally cheap and it's literally way less than gang related shooting.
Yeah.
Oh, felony misuse of a high performance rental vehicle. Okay, so I'm guessing like you so I'm guessing you what is it? It's not hit and run obviously. It's like hit and run, but you're doing it in a high performance rental vehicle. You're basically driving so wild to the point where you're endangering everybody's lives on the road.
Yeah.
And people actually no not people do this all the time, but it's not rent. But it's not they're not doing it in rented vehicles. Even though there is a company that has high performance rental vehicles, nobody ever does it because no. I don't even think people know that's a charge in the game. I don't think cops know that that's a charge in the game.
Yeah. I won't be surprised if those are charged in the game.
Because they don't go that deep into the playbook of these charges. They don't. And I'm not surprised that they don't, I mean there are those cops that will try to hit you with some dumb shit like that. And when you hear that shit, when you hear a charge like that, it's like what? How the, like, that's a thing? I'm like, hey, And he also there's gonna be a tryhard cop that will hit you with that charge just because he can, and there's not much you can do about it. Felony animal cruelty, that's basically you kill the animal. It's not just there's no misdemeanor.
Nah.
Fishing without license, it should be under the same discretion as hunting in an unregulated area. So I can hunt in an unregulated area and get billed and still do it anyway. I'm not going to jail at that point. Jesus. Gee. Well, I mean those are some interesting charges.
Yeah, those charges are always interesting because they don't make any sense and they're actually crazy.
So, with that being said, this has been another episode of the APF podcast, episode 152. It is I, the most phenomenal man that has shocked the system, aka the coach, signing out.
It's your boy going forward. If you guys enjoyed this little thing, don't worry. We're gonna do it again after next game after Monday because the game's on Monday. We'll be doing it on Tuesday. We'll be back again in full effect as he has said. Please, if you did like it, leave a like, a comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to look down below. Hit that arrow down below. Look at all the links in the description. Sorry about that. Support us. We're doing this all the time. We're very committed. We've been doing this thing for at least a year plus now. Obviously, I mean, we've done over 2 years worth of shows. Essentially, that's what it is. So, we're very committed. We're continuing, and we're having fun.
And with that being said, we out of here and catch you for the next episode.
Later.